Hey guys, so what are we going to talk about today? Who knows? Let's figure it out. There's something nice about just choosing what to talk about in the at the moment. Um, Turning on the camera and then just speaking about whatever comes forward. It feels quite natural to do, as if the moment already has a sort of topic potential in it that can then, you know, blossom and come through. I think it feels nicer than thinking, beforehand, okay, what am I going to talk about? It feels a bit forced. Um, and I could come up with ideas and topics and separate that in a very structured video, but um, there would be good things to talk about, beneficial things. But I feel more and more that each present moment, whether it's me doing this video or you talking one-on-one to someone or being inside a, a group, is that, there is potential, this potential that can rise to the surface. And the potential and what can rise to the surface is always different, and depending on the people that are there and in what state of being or consciousness they currently are, and so what they may need, or desire or benefit from in their next step, um, can be different, depending on the people that you are with and the time you are meeting together in. And this potential you often don't get if you force a conversation or if you structure too far in advance. I'll give an example from my workshops. So uh, I used to be, sometimes quite worried about the workshops not having the desired positive effect, or that we would have, amazing conversations during the workshop. Um, and so out of like a fear of that, I started to prepare a lot and, you know, trying to get that feeling where, you feel confident and um, somehow that feeling then, gives you the more confidence that it's actually gonna go the way that you want. And, you know, if you're in that state of need and force, it's not flow. It's not allowing things to occur, to have their natural rhythm. And so what do you start to do? You start to force, conversation. You start to force insights that maybe are not ready to be to be shared to a person. And I've had many instances where, you're talking to someone and, they have a question, or they're um, talking about a personal experience, and you have this insight around it, that's accurate, that's valuable, that can help them, but you know you're giving it to them, too early, instead of letting the conversation unfold and sort of automatically arriving at that place later on. And then what I noticed was that when I did that, and I was sharing the nice insight, it didn't it hit the same. It didn't feel that amazing, even though it was an amazing insight. And so it really taught me that yeah, you have to let things flow and allow things to occur, to happen. And maybe, they go towards the insights that you know will be helpful, or to um, maybe they will lead to an amazing conversation, um, and similar to how you thought of it, going beforehand. But maybe, they go to a different place. Maybe the place you wanted to take the conversation, the place I wanted to take this video, is not where I should be taking it. It's not where the potential lies. Um, right? And so there's this like potential, and then we're moving around it, maybe touching it, but it's right here. And the how you get to that potential is, just by shutting up and allowing things to unfold, to be calm, to be relaxed, to just flow with where the inspiration is taking you in the moment, or where the conversation is taking you in the moment with another person. Even though, you may feel, oh, where we're going now, it's not where we should be going. You're going to feel that internal resistance. But once you know there's going to be resistance, and you know that you get to that potential through, allowing it to unfold naturally, then you can coach yourself, through that resistance. And the key thing there is trust. And you have to trust that whatever needs to come forward, whatever is, perfect for that moment to come forward, will come forward. And that's a mindset that, is very powerful and peaceful, right? There's no preparation needed. There's nothing you need to do. There's just, you have to be open to what is, be present, and then trust. And you want to do things well, and you want to do things good, and you want to do things perfectly. And then maybe you have a fear also sometimes of, oh, I have to perform, and if I don't, I'm going to get rejected, or it's not going to be good enough, or like I won't get this deal with this organization. It has to be fireworks. And so your mind is used to not allowing things to flow. It's used to force. Um, and you can get very far with force, for sure. But I think from my experience, it feels the most wholesome to just allow whatever needs to come up in the moment, to allow, and to withhold yourself, from trying to take too much control over whatever it is that you're doing. Um, because it will happen by itself, as long as you don't sabotage it. And it's already happening. There's nothing you need to do. The conditions already exist. For example, I'm hosting a workshop later on, and there's no more preparation to do. There's no more mental work to do. There's nothing. It's already created. It's already done. Also energetically, and the futures already exist as a possibility. Everything exists now. And so, that fantastic workshop in a few hours already exists as a potential. The shitty workshop also, but how do I get to the fantastic workshop? It's by, attuning my own energy to that, the positive and empowering energy of that experience. Simply, how do you do that? By trusting that, you know, it's here, and allowing it, to come to you instead of searching for it, looking for it, trying to get there. And it's always funny that trying to get to somewhere implies, and what does that imply? It implies that you don't have it now, because why would someone, try to search for something, and if it's already here, if it's already here, you'd feel relaxed. You wouldn't do anything. You would just enjoy the moment, enjoy whatever unfolds. But because we're trying to create something, we affirm that it's not there. And so we move, we repel the future positive, fantastic workshop. And what do we do instead? We attract the experience, that we're already in, that it's not good now and we have to get somewhere. So it's going to be a shitty workshop, right? Then you're going to have an experience of you just looking for that thing. So it's a funny how that works. It already exists as a future, and how you get there is by trusting that it's already there, right? Because it's in future, but it's also here now. And when you relax, when you are present, when you are allowing, when you're positive, then it will just come to you effortlessly. That's the process of manifesting. And I've been, playing with this concept, for a while, and I find that it's quite liberating. And I find that, I'm doing fantastic workshops without, any um, additional effort, next to doing all the practical stuff and creating the presentation and the exercise. And those are still things that need to be done, but there's less force. It's just already here. And I think we can apply that idea to not only in workshops or this video or creativity, but anything that you desire. Everything already exists. Your money, your financial freedom, that future already exists. Your spiritual awakening, your wonderful relationship with someone, that house that you want. And how you get there is by realizing that it already exists, and just to allow it to flow through you, instead of forcing life from a state of lack and need, and the idea that you don't have something now and you have to go get it. It's just constantly forcing and 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 affirming, to yourself that you don't have it now. And so you are creating that experience that you don't have it now, by trying to get to it. It's kind of fucked up and paradoxical, but and I still do this, I still have needs, and do from lack, but my mind is changing, and I feel this is a liberating concept, which is so easily applicable once you get the hang of it, and it's something that you can apply, to everything, and it just makes things flow more. Um, yeah, I think it's pretty amazing. I think that things are supposed to flow. I think, things are hard because we don't know yet how to flow with life, because we don't understand things like everything is energy, and we create and attract our reality with the thoughts and feelings that we empower. So it's nothing to feel bad about, or to judge yourself about. This is all not really a mainstream. It's not the things that you learn in school, but you learn, oh, uh, uh, I have to take action, to create all these things, and it's hard, um, and you take in a bunch of trauma, and get the feeling that you're not good enough, being yourself, that you don't have enough, and that you're not good enough, and so this like lack and need mindset is, conditioned into you. But that's also something that we chose coming into this life. But now it's time to to realize, that life is not supposed to be a struggle. It's supposed to be fun and enjoyable and fantastic, and dreams are attainable if we just allow, we let go of control. And maybe that's the I don't want to say a hard thing to do, but that is something that we're not used to. You gotta let go of that control. Just don't do it. Just drop it. Just no more. No more. I would say, try it for a week, 2 weeks, to see how you feel. And yeah, leave me a comment if it works. Hasta la vista.